Tez.
Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome.
I'm the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TezDown. Party time. Welcome to the TezDown. Guys, let me tell you, we got a show for y'all today. This show is titled Outrage Wins. What is everybody's obsession with controversy? And I'm someone that truly believes that because of the things that we are dealing with right now in our society, that controversy continues to win. And the question that I have for everybody today is, why can't positivity rule? We're going to have that down scrolling at the bottom today. Why can't positivity rule? Why can't it? With everything that's going on in society today and everything that people are dealing with, you have to start to wonder, why are we seeking out these negative examples of existence? Why can't we get together and decide that what we're going to do is we're all going to be positive people and we're going to make things happen for each other? Why can't we decide that? Why can't we do that? My biggest question that I'm going to have to ask here is, if I posted one video called "Everyone is Healing" and another video called "Everyone is Lying," which video do you think the internet would push? Somewhere along the way, we didn't just start watching content. We started leading on content. We started feeding on the content. We started using the content to push the narratives of our own lives. Outrage doesn't just travel faster than positivity. It sticks longer. It gets shared every day. If people put more effort into less of arguing and taking sides and picking teams and picking tribes, then what would happen? Would we change the algorithm? I think the algorithm doesn't care whether it's something good or something bad. I think that it really only cares if you're looking. I have to put my glasses on. This white light gets to me, y'all. That's not a joke. This white light gets to me, but I have to go ahead and put them on anyway. You think the real question here is, are we choosing this negativity or is it being chosen for us? Are we being force-fed negativity so that we can somehow create headlines for the media? Well, the thing is, we're driving the media on our own, aren't we? I would think so. So every click, every comment, every share is a vote for what the world sees next. When you guys don't share positive content, when you guys don't click it, when you guys don't comment and subscribe, as I would hope that you would be doing right now, it pushes the negative comments, the negative media out there. So people get upset that we talk about it and that we share it. But what else are we doing it for if we're not giving accurate, true, down to the earth, ground level, surface level even, community responses to this content? On the TezDown today, we are breaking down why controversy always wins, why outrage gets rewarded, and what it really costs us when our attention becomes currency. Those topics are going to be discussed through, yes, Anton Daniels versus Corey Holcomb. Yes, ICE versus the public population and the public media. And we're also going to see some clips from the president today on what's going on with reform and housing and, why things are the way they are. But we're going to see the greatest hits from ICE. Let's start off our show today with ICE's greatest hits.
Scenes like this became the norm in 2025. The Trump administration
stayed
true to its promise, working with immigration and customs enforcement officers to secure the country's border and cities.
What's up, Roxy?
ICE and DHS roundups happened across the country, from New York City to Minnesota to Portland, Oregon. Here's a look back at some of the most tense moments captured during raids this year. Inside a federal building in New York City, an ICE agent violently pushes a mother to the ground. She's screaming for her husband, who's getting taken into custody. Her kids watching the whole thing unfold. The agent was eventually relieved of his duties over the incident. Chaos also unfolded outside on Canal Street in November. Here, protesters clashed with NYPD and federal agents. Politicians also found themselves up in arms with the feds. NYC Comptroller Brad Lander broke down after witnessing an arrest inside of a courthouse. Once the alleged criminal was taken away, Lander's protest got himself in trouble as well. This was the fiery scene in Massachusetts. As raids took place in the city of Worcester, neighbors ran out of their homes trying to resist. Across the country in LA, anti-ICE protesters took measures into their own hands.
Country looks like a war zone right
rocks
now.
At cop cars during a magnitude of raids. The protesters didn't stop there. They then set motorcycles on fire in the streets. This footage shows them raising their voices at incoming officers in June.
Step back. I'm on a public road.
This standoff in October.
Doing anything. You're saying that.
Oh!
Feds do their business in a neighborhood in Chicago. Agents stand up to protesters,
I remember that.
fighting them off with tear gas.
This is Chicago, y'all.
I'm dying, yeah.
You okay?
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
What happened?
They put his right his eye.
Similar weapons also used in Minnesota raids. And up north in Portland, Oregon, a muddy brawl. Clashes on clashes in 2025. ICE and DHS agents assigned by the federal government to go out into communities and make arrests met with mobs of angry people and protesters.
So, I mean, man, what we're witnessing here is the dawn of something new in our civilization. It's sad, what it really is. And this is what the media is playing for you all day, every day. You're going to have a problem. You're going to be upset. You're going to be pissed off. Because if you're not, are you an American? Are you? Are you an American if you're not upset because they're taking people, your neighbors, your friends, the bakery worker, your landscaper? Are you upset because of it? I don't know about you guys, but I like going to La Rosita. I like going to the Fiesta Market. I love it. I love it. Get fresh tamales all the time. Well, it's just only because you speak Spanish. Well, why didn't you learn? You had the option of taking it in class. You wanted to speak French, even though you've never been to France. Let me let you guys in on a little secret. When you go to another country, most of the people there speak multiple languages. Might not always be English, but they speak multiple languages nonetheless. In America, we choose to not do that, and it also hurts us in the long run, especially when we decide that we want to be a passport bro and travel abroad without learning how to speak other languages or even understand ways to communicate without speaking words. It's interesting when it really comes down to it. It really is. And I just gotta say, man, like this situation is way worse than what we're making it out to be. Imagine what happens next. Imagine what happens next. This is the controversy that we're being shown. We're not being shown the reasons why. See, today I'm questioning, why is this happening? We've had ICE around for over a decade, over almost 2 of them. Why is this happening now? And I think a lot of it has to do with the address that was made by the President of the United States today. So we're going to segue, and we're going to go into the address that was made by the President of the United States. let's just move forward. We're going to hear a little bit of excerpts
Almost
from
didn't
it.
believe it, but they were very happy about it because they are struggling badly.
I
They're
think it
struggling.
shows, Mr. President, how you provide an overarching sort of presence in these negotiations. The Ukrainians never thought it could happen. The Russians are doing things maybe that people wouldn't give them the credit for doing, and I think it always comes down to your indomitable spirit.
Well, it was a good thing. You know, if you think it's cold over here, they say in Ukraine you can add another 20% to it. It was very cold place anyway, but this was, they see numbers that were so, they'd never seen numbers like that, cold numbers like that. So it was, I thought I should mention it. Could I ask Scott Besser, we have so many things happening, could I ask you to maybe say a few words, please?
Yes, sir. So the one big beautiful bill that was passed on July 4th last year, we're starting to see the effects kick in. You mentioned the great economy. One of the things in the one big beautiful bill, Mr. President, it was an honor to host you and, as you said, the best rapper in the world, Nicki Minaj, at yesterday's Trump Accounts Summit.
Yeah,
We
Nicki
now
Minaj
had
was there.
1 million people sign up for Trump Accounts just this week. We think there'll be 25 million families who are eligible. The segment that you and she did has 1 billion hits on the internet. So we're telling everyone, go fill out form 4547, trumpaccount.gov. So thanks to you, the Trump accounts and Next Generation's America will benefit from today's record-breaking economy, record-breaking markets. Sir, when we came in, the Biden administration had destroyed the American people with the 3 I's: immigration, inflation, and interest rates. Immigration, check, you close the border. The inflation, as we've heard, back down to target. Prices are coming down, and interest rates, we hope there's more on the way. We've got gains in wages, low prices, and I think 2026 is going to be the year for the Trump boom. It's going to be a supply side boom. I enjoyed the trip out to Iowa. In the diner, the staff there was thanking you for the no tax on tips, and they're expecting big refunds from that. We saw the CEO of John Deere who said, thanks to your tariffs, new plants in Indiana and North Carolina
Two massive plants being built by John Deere. And he's the chairman and CEO, a wonderful guy. And I said to him, he was at the event we had in Iowa, which is appropriate, John Deere, Iowa. But I said to him, so what are you doing? He said, we just announced 2 massive plants. In fact, they're going to have 1 plant for excavators. And he said, there hasn't been an excavator built in this country in 50 years or something. He said, they're taking it out of Japan and they're moving it into the United States. 2 very big plants. I said, so why are you doing it? He said, because of you and because of tariffs. I said, if we didn't have tariffs, would you be doing it? He said, absolutely not. So it's very important. And I hope we're going to be successful with the Supreme Court case because we're waiting and we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars and we don't want to give it back, number one. And number two, and you know, the people that are fighting us on that case, by the way, are China-centric. These are people that are China, but they're also outside of the United States. These are countries that have ripped us off for years and years, charging us tariffs. And now we're doing an amazing job and we're getting it back. We're getting it all back and then some. And they're the ones that are leading that lawsuit that we have in front of the United States Supreme Court. So it's a very important lawsuit for our country. And hopefully it's going to work out. We're waiting a long time, but hopefully it's going to work out. We've taken in hundreds of billions, even trillions of dollars. And certainly we've taken in trillions of dollars of, you know, a big part of that $18 trillion that's coming in is because of tariffs that are coming in. They're building because they don't want to pay the tariff. And the tariffs are very, you know, steep. They could be much steeper. You probably saw I put out a truth today, and the tariffs could be much steeper. We've been actually very nice about it. But even being nice about it, we've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars. And honestly, they've given us tremendous national security. The power that we have because of that. They have given us tremendous strength and national security. Go ahead, Stan.
Yes, sir. And the IEPA power you used on the tariffs, as you said, we're bringing in tens of trillions of investments. The tens of trillions of investments turns into factories construction, which turns into factory jobs, which turns into consumer spending. You've right-sized the government, so government employment is down. Private sector is up. Growth is a stunning 4.7, 4.8% in the past 2 quarters, biggest back-to-back gains in a decade. And we are doing that with government finances improving. So that will bring down the borrowing costs. The calendar year budget for 2024.
And these numbers that they're giving us, they're unsubstantiated, and we got some live fact checkers that are going to go ahead and do that right now for us.
They're sterilizing coal. Saudi Arabia and Russia combined.
I lost it. I lost it.
Hold on. It's on MS now.
Yeah, maybe I can go into the transcript.
May not be up yet.
Yeah, there's no transcript now.
Just
Go-
fish for it. Just fish for it. You might find it. Or turn on the closed captioning. Oh, there isn't any.
There isn't any.
They got us.
How did they do this?
Really
Steeler just said
bad
he wants
weather,
to raise
et
the
cetera, et
prices.
cetera. They actually store coal on the site of other plants.
You turned them up, so I can't hear you anymore. And also, just try to find it. Like, you might find it. I believe in you.
Sure.
We're not going to destroy the value of their homes.
There we go.
To buy, we're going to get interest rates down of other plants.
In this next segment that we're going to talk about, he talks about raising the home prices for the everyday person. And I don't agree with this at all. I think the home prices are already high enough. I think it's already more difficult to afford a house than it's ever been in this country. And I think that raising home prices is only going to benefit one type of person. I don't think it's going to benefit everybody, especially not me.
Plants.
You turned them up, so I can't hear you anymore. And also, just try to find it. Like, you might find it. I believe in you.
Sure.
I believe in you. Heart of the cards.
Entire 4 years of the Biden administration. And beyond oil and gas, 6 new coal leases.
You're in the same segment.
Oh, here we go.
Somebody that didn't work very hard can.
Oh yeah, back up 2 times.
Make it easier.
All right, where's he
Existing
at?
housing, people that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody that didn't work very hard can buy a home. We're going to make it easier to buy. We're going to get interest rates down. But I want to protect the people that for the first time in their lives feel good about themselves. They feel like that they're wealthy people. And I want them to understand it. There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing.
Oh, wait. Well,
we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up for people that own their homes.
So we're not blaming Trump for raising housing prices. He said it.
He just said he wants to do
He did say it today.
He said he wants them to be higher.
Dark Lord Greg with 2 buckaroonies. Thank you, Greg. Bubbles are great because they only grow safely. It is a mandate from the bubble gods. You can only grow in a stable fashion.
And we got 5 British pounds from Chris C in the chat. We need to stop viewing houses as an asset to accumulate wealth, but as a home where memories are made, or as a home where.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. Not anymore. How can you view home prices as not an asset to wealth when that's the way that it's being presented to us? It is now being presented to us that if you have a home, then you are inherently wealthy and you have something to gain from it. And people are leveraging their property for their wealth. Anytime that you can sit there and buy a house right now for $300,000 in American currency, that used to be $45,000 to $50,000 in American currency, the same house, the exact same house, is now worth 6 times more than what it was worth before. You're going to leverage that as far as your wealth goes. And that's the way that this has been going. And no, people are not blaming Trump. Trump said this himself today.
Memories are made. Yes. Dyslexia hits again. That is, and a house didn't used to be a fucking asset, guys. I hate to tell you this, but your home, the value of a home 30, 40 years ago did not matter. You bought a house and your mortgage was reasonable and interest rates were reasonable and you could just fucking live.
Bro, the milkman had a house.
Right.
And a wife and kids at home as a milkman.
I'm not going to be like starry-eyed for, back in the day, it was so much better. But back in the day, houses were like 80 grand. A good house was 80 grand.
Right.
And that's equivalent to like maybe $200,000 now.
It's more than that,
So
Tim.
my home should cost less so a McDonald's employee can afford it.
Yes, dirty money.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
home should be valued what its actual value is. You should not artificially inflate the fucking markets so that you guys can take out loans against your fucking house. That's called theft.
100%. That is that.
You didn't earn that extra fucking value in your house, did you? Did you upgrade your fucking house? Then why should the price go up if you're not upgrading your fucking house?
And,
What
by the way,
what tangibly are you doing to the property to make it worth more money?
Nothing.
Nothing. It's
And
just
if it's
the market
fucking
is
nothing, then you don't deserve the money. Hello. The fuck?
But Mikey, they bought that house, so it has. Listen, Greg is right. Bubbles happen. It happened in 2009 when the banks got all fucky with.
It was 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to happen again because the banks are constantly scheming with mortgages.
Fucking ninjas. Are you kidding me? No income, no job.
Oh, they both hit it at the same time. You go.
Oh,
So aside from just the housing bubble that seems to be about to pop yet again in the United States, the president had plenty of time to meet with, the lovely, the wonderful Nicki Minaj.
We're also pleased. My daughter, she went crazy when she heard that this was happening. I want to go. She happens to be in the wrong state right now for that. But when she heard that there's a certain person that's here who's the greatest and most successful female rapper in history, Nicki Minaj. Come on. And, and Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell. Not quite. Not as much, but that's okay. But Nicki makes a lot of money, and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children and really the children of her incredible fans. That's great. Focus on that. Why should you give to somebody else's fans? Give to your fans. I like that. But and I just think she's great. I've been hearing so much over the years because I didn't know Nicki, and I've been hearing over the years she's a big Trump supporter and a Trump fan, and she took a little heat on occasion. Her community isn't necessarily. I tell you, we did pretty damn well with that, with your community, as we say. But Nicki has been an unbelievable supporter. She gets almost as much as Mr. Wonderful over here. He's been another one that's been so good. But I'd like to ask you to come up, Nicki. Come on up. Come on. She's been such a great supporter and a great supporter of Trump accounts. And I said, I'm going to let my nails grow because I love those nails. I'm going to let those nails grow. She's so good. She's been MAGA. What can I say? She's been with us all the way, right, Alex? She's been with us all the way. Just want to thank her. And it wasn't so easy. For you, it was easier, right? Want to come up? You want to come up? Mr. Wonderful, come on up here. You've been terrific. Come on up.
Hello. Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work, okay? He has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of all the entrepreneurs in America, I'd like to thank you, Mr. President, because we create 72% of the jobs. Companies 5 to 500 employees, and all we care about is policy. We love policy, pro-business policy, and these accounts are fantastic for independence and support. I thank you very much. It's all about the entrepreneur, and I think you know that, sir.
Well, you heard it. All about the entrepreneur. So, guys, before we move on to this next segment, so I have questions here. What happens when the home pricing market, the average price of a home goes to $400,000? Who is allowed to buy? Who's allowed to afford them? We have private equity firms that are buying homes up and making them impossible for people to even rent them. The average house right now that in this state that I know of is around $2,300 a month for a 2-bedroom, 1,200 square feet apartment or townhouse. A townhouse, $2,300 a month. We're talking about a market that used to have mortgages be less than $1,000, and you were able to own your house outright within the allotted period of mortgage ownership. So our economy isn't getting any better. Our economy is getting worse, and they're telling you that it's only going to continue to get worse. So your only option here is to make more money. Well, you got to try to find a way to make more money. I don't know. Start a show, start a podcast, try to get famous, whatever you can do to be able to supply and to your family and help them survive and be a provider for them. And that's just the way that it works. And unfortunately, I'm not going to tell people not to grind harder. I'm not going to tell people not to work harder. I understand why you're doing so because I do so myself. I don't just do this show. I don't just play sports. I go out and I work a physical job every single day. Today was supposed to be a day off for me, and it's not going to be. I need to make more money. I need to be able to support and to provide for my family. I need to be able to pay my bills. I need to be able to pay for my car. I need to be able to pay for my phone, pay for this that I'm doing right now. But what we just heard was that it's only going to get more expensive. And this is why I say things like share, like, and subscribe. You guys are helping me continue to make the content and bring the truth to you every single day. What's up, Rain? Nice to see you in the building. Sco reiterating what's going on. So guys, we're going to move on from these jokers, and I'm going to play a little video for you guys. This video talks about the science and the psychology of manipulating your thoughts.
Realm of power, there exists a manipulation technique known as the art of spectacle. This technique revolves around captivating attention at all costs. The key to mastering this art lies in creating a spectacle that demands attention and leaves a lasting impression. Whether it's through bold fashion choices, charismatic performances, or extraordinary talents, the art of spectacle compels others to take notice. It instills a sense of curiosity and admiration, positioning you as a force to be reckoned with. The art of spectacle can be a powerful tool, but use it wisely.
The art of spectacle. You guys want to do it again?
The realm of power, there exists a manipulation technique known as the art of spectacle. This technique revolves around captivating attention at all costs. The key to mastering this art lies in creating a spectacle that demands attention and leaves a lasting impression. Whether it's through bold fashion choices, charismatic performances, or extraordinary talents, the art of spectacle compels others to take notice. It instills a sense of curiosity and admiration, positioning you as a force to be reckoned with. The art of spectacle can be a powerful tool, but use it wisely.
So, the art of spectacle is the most powerful tool that you can use in captivating audiences and captivating people in general. They want to see something, and they want to stick with them. So the question that we've been asking this entire show, why is controversy more profitable than positivity? And it's simple. Your brain chemistry has been created in this society that we live in today to crave the spectacle, to crave the drama, to search out the negativity, talk about it. You get that fight or flight sense activated inside of you. You get the adrenaline rush from it. So that's why. And I can't say that doesn't have a place in society. I can't say that it doesn't have a place in these spaces. What I can say, beyond the shadow of a doubt, and what I do know, is that when you view the behavior and the actions of others, you compare yourself to it. Not only do you compare yourself to it, some people style themselves off of it. How can I get the best reaction? That's what they're looking for. And we're trying to catch the wave of the algorithm in everything that we do, whether it be our music, our entertainment, our movies, our TV, our sports, the way that we dress, the way that we talk, the way that we walk, the shoes that we wear, all of these things, even the vehicle that you drive and the place that you live, you're trying to catch the algorithm. See, I try to thrive as best as I possibly can off things that encourage and edify and educate and entertain the masses. You guys are the masses right now. You know, regardless of whether there are 15 people in here right now, or whether there are 50 people in here or 5,000, the truth is going to stay the truth, especially here. And I'm going to talk about what's going on in society. We are sports unscripted, culture unfiltered. I'm not going to try to put a lens over it to make you think one way or the other. I'm just going to present these facts to you, and we're going to talk about it. That's what this show is about, guys. The show is not about swaying your opinion in any direction. It's about providing the necessary facts to you so that you can form your opinion based upon facts and not just somebody else's opinion. So I do have another video. I do got one. You guys already knew that we were about to do this. We got another video. This video is going to be a little bit more informative about what's going on today in today's society. So let's get going. Now, if you guys are if you guys hear something in the video that you like, if you guys hear something in the video that resonates with you, I need you guys to go in that comment section. And I need you guys to comment what you're thinking while this is playing. I mean, this is a live reaction that we're going to do. So everybody that's in here right now, give me some feedback while you guys are watching. Let me know you're still present.
Hate drama. They say it's toxic. They say it's exhausting. But late at night, they watch reality shows. They follow celebrity fights. They read comment wars. And secretly, they enjoy it. Why? Because drama isn't just chaos. It's emotional stimulation, escape, and human curiosity. This video reveals the hidden psychology behind why drama feels addictive, even to people who deny it. Drama triggers strong emotions instantly. Anger, excitement, curiosity, sympathy. The brain loves emotions because emotions mean attention. Neutral life is boring. Drama makes us feel alive.
You heard that? You guys heard that? Emotions mean attention. And I can speak to this as far as relationships go, specifically. Have you guys ever noticed that the person that brings the most drama in the relationship usually has that person's attention? There's an old saying, stress her out when you're not around so she can't enjoy herself or focus on anything else other than you. So even when you're not there, stress her out. Send her a text to piss her off. Tell her that you're thinking about ending things with her. That's the psychology, that's the science that we have been provided. That's the way that people have been talking and how to control your relationship, how to keep her interested. Don't see her every day. Don't give her the affirmations that she needs. Don't do it. Go a couple of days without text and see what it does to her. Message her when she's out with her girlfriends. Love bomb her. These are all the things. Emotion, whether it be positive or negative, emotion drives engagement. Emotion drives, think about it, stress her out a little bit. That's the advice that we have been given as men on how to keep a woman interested in you when she has so many distractions that are going on out there. So this is not just in dating or relationships. This is life in general. Have you guys ever noticed that the person that you work with that's the most drama seems to have everybody talking about them all the time, keeping people interested? They might be the biggest brown noser in the entire kiss ass in the office, in the workspace. Did you guys notice that? But they're always the ones that are getting invited places. They're always the ones that have everyone talking to them, saying hi to them in the hallways, saying hi to them on the floor, wherever you work at. Doesn't matter. It's that person. It's the same thing when you were in school. The people that had the most drama had everybody talking about them, but coincidentally, they were the most popular people in the school. It's the way that our brains have been hardwired. Our brains have been hardwired to accept drama, to accept negativity as attention placeholders. So a conversation with Soft Rain says, I don't think there's equal clickability, but they are both pretty high on the scale. The question was, be honest, what makes you click faster, positivity or controversy? Drop your answers below. We got one from Soft Rain already, and Soft Rain said, yeah. Passports Go say, yeah, all right, don't text her for a few days. She's texting someone else. So what do you do in that instance, Passports Go? Do you not text her for a few days, but no, she texts somebody else? Or do you text her just to stress her out so she's not doing that because she's being disingenuous with somebody else? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Do you let the simp that's texting her all nice things all day get her? Or do you continue to do what you do and be like, look, girl, I'm about to be out here tonight. You're not invited. What is it? We're looking for real answers here. Back to the video.
Even negative emotions stimulate dopamine, the same chemical behind scrolling addiction. That's why arguments feel addictive. Gossip spreads faster than facts. Emotional content goes viral. Drama is emotional fast food. Humans evolved to observe danger to survive. Drama gives danger without real risk. You're not in the fight. You're not being judged. You're just watching. That makes drama safe, entertaining, mentally thrilling. It's the same reason people love horror movies, crime stories, reality show fights. Your brain says, I'm safe, but alert. When we know someone else's drama, we feel informed, involved.
Yeah, people love tea. People love tea. Something to get the heart rate racing. What is the quickest way? What is the quickest way to get somebody invested in a text conversation? You say nothing, but say everything. You send a message that says, I got to talk to you. No context. They're wondering what it could be. They're thinking of everything wrong that could happen. Jobs do this intentionally. They want to see how you work under pressure. They say, oh, we're going to have an impromptu meeting at 6 before you go home today. They want to see what happens. So a conversation with Soft Rain says, some people with no business about themselves live through other people's drama. That's why reality shows tend to be the thing that works the best. People love to watch somebody else's drama, even if it's manufactured, even if they know in the back of their heads this is probably scripted, they're watching it anyway. They want to see what happens.
Emotionally relevant. Gossip and drama create social bonding. That's why people say, did you hear what happened? Drama makes us feel included in a story. In tribal times, knowing conflicts meant survival. Today, it means social connection. Watching drama shifts focus away from our pain. Your stress pauses when someone else's life feels worse.
Legitimately. How, you guys ever been? Now, me, I'm more. I care way more when I have a close person in my life because I don't have that many close people in my life. So when I have someone that's close in my life, I tend to listen more intently to when they're telling me that they have something going on, so I can do my best to help them to improve their life, or to offer even some consolation as to what's going on through my own experiences and my own expertise. And then even when I can't do that, I just listen to them. It's the easiest way to go about doing it if you just listen. You don't always have to offer an explanation when they're having an issue. You can just listen. So here's the linchpin with this, though. If someone is explaining to me about all these things that are going wrong with their life, I automatically am seeing how my life isn't so bad. I'm automatically seeing that my life is fine. We all got our problems, but hey, I'm working on it. I'm making it better, but there's nothing they could do about that. This person lost their leg. I got both of mine. I can't sit up here and be upset and crash out when they got one leg and they're making it work. Why can't I make it work? I got both of mine. That's the thoughts that come through your mind, and they immediately release a certain chemical in your brain. It's called serotonin. It can get released in multiple ways. But one of the ways is realizing that it's not so bad after all. You listen to a song where somebody's singing about the worst things that ever happened to them, and you're like, well, my life isn't this bad, but the music is good. Some people, their favorite song is a sad, sad song that somebody wrote at the darkest part of their life. I'll say that again. Some people's favorite song is a sad, sad song that somebody wrote and sang at the darkest point of their life. And they will listen to that song on repeat while they are zipping and zapping and driving down the highway in a nice sunny 84-degree day. It's strange how the brain works and the chemistry of a brain works when you hear those types of things.
Someone else's chaos feels bigger. Drama becomes emotional escape. It says, at least my life isn't that messy. This is why drama peaks during loneliness, stress, burnout, depression. The brain loves uncertainty. Drama always asks, what happens next? Who will win? Who is lying? Uncertainty spikes dopamine more than happiness. That's why cliffhangers work. That's why comet fights explode. Drama keeps the brain hooked. When we watch others fight, fail, or embarrass themselves, the brain compares. Subconsciously, I'm better than that. I wouldn't do that. This boosts ego. Drama validates our self-image without effort. That's why public scandals explode online. Drama follows classic storytelling. Conflict, tension, resolution. Humans are wired for stories. Our ancestors...
There you go. There you guys go. There's the answer right there. The way we view stories online, in the media, is the same way we watch TV. It's the same way we watch movies. Conflict, tension, resolution. That's what we're looking for. And the longer that the tension lasts, the delayed gratification for seeing the resolution starts to drag out. And it's not dragging out in a bad way. It's keeping you hooked. Your brain is literally wired for this. Every form of entertainment that you have watched has been this, including sports. Conflict, tension, resolution. In sports, it's you got the clock. The clock starts it, right? So you know you got 60 minutes at the beginning of this game. And the entire game, we're watching how much clock is left. Or it could be the innings in baseball or the periods, depending on which sport you're watching. But there is a time limit, and this does end. And we know that it ends. And so as it gets closer to the end, we become more invested. More people watch the ending of games than they watch the middle. Quarters 2 and 3 are the least viewed in a 4-quarter game. That's across the board in every sport. Quarters 1 and quarters 4, highest. Quarter 4 is the highest. The highest. People will leave during the middle of a game and then come back. So I could go watch something for 30 minutes, then come back and watch the end of this. This is going to be lit, right? And I can watch the highlights too. The highlights have the same effect. That's just how it goes.
Survived by storytelling. Drama is just modern storytelling with emotions. That's why it never dies. People say they hate drama because it sounds immature, it sounds negative, it threatens self-image. But secretly, everyone enjoys emotional stimulation. Drama is natural. Addiction to it isn't. Drama isn't the enemy. Uncontrolled emotional addiction is. Understanding why you enjoy drama gives you power. You can observe without drowning, enjoy without addiction, choose peace when needed. Because awareness turns weakness into strength. Drama reveals who we are, not who we must become. If this video made you realize something about yourself, gently press the like button. It really helps the channel.
So I mean, it's pretty obvious as to why. There's been so many people that have come through on our channels. So many people that have come through on our channels, and they've asked a question. They've said, why do you guys like drama so much? We don't like drama. We are real-time reporting what is going on in our society. We are real-time reporting on the things that matter in the society. And sometimes the things that matter just happen to be things that are uncomfortable. So let's take a break really quick, guys. We're going to promote what's going on here.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.
So guys, that is the Singles and Soulmates event that we will be doing in Chicago, Illinois on February the 13th. You guys feel free to get your tickets to the Singles and Soulmates event. That is going to be right here on my side. Make sure you guys screenshot that. Get your tickets to the Single to Soulmates event. We got all of us are going to be live. The entire Raw Society Coalition, we're going to be live. That's myself. That is Uncle Plug. That is Conversations with South Rain. That is Norris Souls of Thought, and also the Classic Codes, aka B Class. So we're all going to be there. We're all going to be ready. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun event. Bring your significant friends and others, and have a good time. Share it out to people. If you're saying, "Oh, I don't want to go alone," share it out to 15 people. Post it on your story. See how many people want to go with you. You never know who's going to slide up and say that looks like a good time. And then play the videos for them. I got another one for y'all right now. Let's go ahead and share it.
Going out like Gandhi, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the close way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. They made a mistake, I gave them some grace. I make a mistake and they won't do the same. People be dishing out what they can't take and they take what they cannot get back to the game. I'm unforgiving cause I'm unforgetting. I harbor resentment. I know what you did, set me free.
You guys make sure that you go ahead and get those. We're going to continue with the show now. And we'll probably come back to this a little bit later for the people that are coming in late. I know we did a little bit earlier than what we normally do today, and that's fine. I had to get some things out the way. But guys, make sure you get your tickets to the show. You can find the tickets in the description as well. And it's probably the best for you to do so. And we got to talk about this now, okay? We got to talk about this now. So last night on the show, we had, this is what everybody came here for, right? To see this. I want to do it last. Everybody came here and talked about Corey Holcomb versus Anton Daniels. And it's not ending anytime soon. And we would be remiss if we didn't talk about this with the population. So we got to talk about it. It's going to be our last segment of the day. Actually, we might do some chat Q&A today and random video. We haven't done that in a while. What do y'all think? Should we do chat Q&A today? Y'all think y'all want to talk to me? Y'all want to ask me some questions? If y'all want to see chat Q&A, go ahead and put some fingers up in the air, in the sky, in the chat box. Go ahead and do that. Put the fingers up. Show us who the ones are. We're gonna talk about this though. So we have the drama between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. Corey came out with another video last night. We're gonna play a little section of it, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna watch it. You guys, let me know what you think.
This is dedicated to you, Lane.
The video you're about to watch on Self-Talk YouTube channel is for fair use.
Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Corey Holcomb going back at Anton Daniels, man. And it's looking like Corey Holcomb declared war, and he's not backing down from Anton Daniels. Remember Anton Daniels?
This is dedicated to you, Lane.
The video you're about to watch on Self-Talk YouTube channel is for fair use.
Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Corey Holcomb going back at Anton Daniels, man. And it's looking like Corey Holcomb declared war, and he's not backing down from Anton Daniels. Remember Anton Daniels' recent live stream, he said that he's not playing by the street rules when it comes to the Corey Holcomb situation. Check out this clip right here.
You said my rules, not everybody else's. Yeah, I got some rules that I'm gonna implement on some people too. Oh, trust me. Listen. If you thought that I was playing this fool, and this don't have nothing to do with Kwame Redivan. If you thought that the rules that y'all, the streets said was the rules that we were supposed to play by, that those was the only rules, cool. Listen.
He just said he don't care about what y'all think anyway. He doesn't care about what you think.
Every reaction has another reaction, has another reaction, has another reaction. And so at some point, somebody gonna have to say, hey man, let's just move on. But until then, for my next three acts, until it goes away, then it's just up from there. All right.
So he said he's not dropping it. Y'all got that, right? Is there anybody in the building right now? Is there anybody in the building that's watching this? Is there anybody that's watching on the replay even? Is there anybody that's not understanding that this man says he is not dropping this? War is on. They have declared war upon each other. He's not dropping the situation. He's not going to stop trying to do anything that he possibly can to get the reactions, to get the things that he wants. None of those things are going to happen anytime soon. He just said for the next 3 acts, this is what he's focused on. This is what he's focused on. His focus is now Corey Holcomb. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about it, because we would be once again remiss if we didn't. So that's how we're gonna have to do this today.
Because the minute that somebody attacks my underage daughter, that's different.
That's what.
But here's the thing: he brought his daughter into this. Nobody brought his daughter into it but him. He brought his daughter into it, and now he's upset because other people are mentioning it and other people are talking about this.
Anton Daniels had to say in response to the clip Corey Holcomb had put out. Corey Holcomb had put this out mocking Anton Daniels. It was a video. He had a monkey mask on, and he was just sitting there mocking Anton Daniels, right? So that was Anton Daniels' response to Corey Holcomb wearing a monkey mask and calling him out. So Anton was saying, like, hey, when it comes to you, I'm not playing by the street rules.
I'm going to give you out. You leave me alone, I'm going to leave you alone. But if you don't, it's going to be more monkey business.
But yeah, man, Corey Holcomb went live.
Y'all see this? This man has a shirt that says, leave my family out of this. He is selling merch on his website right now with Anton Daniels' family on it. Wow. And people are buying it. People are buying it. So again, the question that we have today is, are people going to click on positive content, or are they going to click on this? I think the answer is abundantly clear what they're choosing. The streets care way more about this than they care about some uplifting stuff that I've been talking about. They do.
On the 5150 show, finally responded back to some of the stuff that Anton Daniels had put out, man. And Corey Holcomb, he didn't let up off Anton Daniels, man. He went in, put his family on a t-shirt, and he's saying he's not going to stop. So let's check out this clip right here. And if you can, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. That really does help support my YouTube channel, and I really do appreciate that.
Y'all tap in. What's up? Talk.
This is dedicated to you, lame. If you want me to, call me again. I'll send you one. Motherfuckers out here thinking they can control how war go. You playing with me, I'm going to play with you. I'm going to play with you, man. You don't even know. I saw a video online. This man talk about all this paper. I saw a video online. You know what I'm saying? Dude, wife shopping at Walmart. And he supposed to be such a boss-ass motherfucker, but his girl was at Walmart showing her ass in some jeans. Or they weren't jeans. They were some cheap pants. I'm going to play the video. Because let me tell everybody something out there. If you put a video or a picture online, it belongs to the game. It's not even your property no more. Did you know that? Thank Corey Holcomb for telling you that. Oh, Corey gonna get in trouble for showing this. Let me tell you something. If you put it online, it belongs to me.
It's the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and in the freedom of speech, you also are allotted the freedom to have your opinion, whether negative or positive, about anything, public figure.
That's what I'm saying. So people don't even know that, man. Yeah. They don't even know that. They acting like, because he sat back and tried to act like he was hurt. Get your cake ass out of here. Yeah. You can't afford to post primates. You simply can't. If you post primates, I'm going to joke about it. Tampon. That's God. That's where that beat came from, right there. Make sure it don't beat no more though. But that was God. That was God's drum roll. If you post primates, I'm going to joke about it. Because see, you don't post them. What you do is you be in the streets with women who you said, oh, and she was looking so good. Hey, I'm going to tell you, to the girl that you brought up here, once again, I have nothing personal against you. In fact, I will take time out of my busy schedule to show you some of this real game. Stop hanging with the lame, but work him because we can use his paper. We can use his paper. But, little sister, I know you came all the way out here. He thought you wanted to go to the Lakers game with him. He don't know. You came out here so you could be around the 5150 show. That small, I ain't forgot about it. I have not forgot about that small. And we're going to address that later on because, like I say, I was wondering, how did that video that's edited get mass produced? I can't prove it yet, but there was a video online when me and Tampon got into it, and it looks like he stood up in front of me right there.
That's just quick editing.
That's to say it again, see, you in, Craig.
No, that's just quick editing.
That's quick editing. That's what I'm saying. I saw this dude, I forgot his name, but everybody's playing a video that has been edited. There's a video, like I said, say it again, and then he stand up, like, let's go outside. That's not what happened. What happened was I told him, say it again, and he folded. That's really what happened. And like I say, I'm glad he didn't say it again, because I ain't got time for Tampon to be on no humbugging, but I do got time for this. Hey, Tampon, during the show, I brought up that lady who was murdered by ICE agents. And Tampon said, fuck that lady. So I made a shirt for, I hope that we get in touch with the lady who was unfortunately murdered, get in touch with her family. Because I made a shirt that I want to send everybody in her family, because, you know, he wants to talk about everybody else's family and kids, but if somebody say something about what might be something that touches his heart, he wants to control the way war goes. Let me tell him and everybody else, you're not me. You're not me. But this is dedicated to dude. We got a shirt that will be up.
Before I even show the shirt, I want to address this. I've said this before. You have freedom of speech to say whatever you want to say. You don't have freedom from consequences. You don't. You can say whatever it is that you want to say. You can talk about whoever you want to talk about. You can post whatever you want to post. You can do whatever you want to do in your space. All that is free. But at the end of the day, you don't have freedom from the consequences of your actions and your words. You don't get to determine somebody else's reaction to what you said. They are free to act on whatever you said, however you made them feel. And there's nothing you can do about it except take it, accept it, or deflect it. There's nothing you can do at all other than those three things. Take it, accept it, or deflect it. But what's coming, you didn't get to determine the reaction that they were going to have to what you said and what you did. You didn't. If you tell me we're at war, do not get mad when you start losing it. If you tell me we're at war, do not get upset if people don't see your point of view. If you tell me we're at war and my war is using facts against you, do not be upset with me because I came better prepared for this war than you did. This from a future word from our future sponsor, Modelo. Notice I said future sponsor. Modelo is not sponsoring me, but it's boldly on my sweater right now, and I don't care. Modelo, send me some money. I need it. We will take it. I will do a whole video on the crispness of your beverage. All other sponsors, we're also welcome here on the TezDown. You guys can come talk to me. We can formulate a business plan proposition. But that being said, this is not just a beef. This is not just a drama. This is two people who genuinely don't like each other, and they're fighting for it's a PR war. It really is. And you guys are engaging in it. Yes, we are. Why aren't you? You see, the society, we can't ignore society around us. That's how society starts to fail. I would much rather take what's going on between these two guys, break it down, chop it up, analyze the video, and come up with some real solutions and say, okay, these two people are doing this. How do I avoid it? These two people are doing this. How do I make sure that doesn't happen to me? What was said in this situation that made this so difficult to stomach? You see, there is inherent value in other people's calamity. There really is. There is inherent value in it. Part of the value is enriching myself, enriching others, whether it be mentally, whether it be physically or financially. There is something to take from all of this. You don't like drama, you don't like beef, then don't start any. Be passive. Sit in the house, never have an opinion. That's really what it comes down to. If you don't want to have an opinion about something, don't have one. But the minute you start speaking publicly about it, that's what turns it into what we're dealing with now. We're dealing with drama on multiple scales. We're dealing with drama in the White House. We're dealing with drama in the streets. We're dealing with drama at work. Some of you are dealing with drama at home. Some people are just dealing with drama in general because drama sells. This is why positivity isn't ruling. Positivity isn't ruling because he says this and he gets 35,000 people watching last night. I talk about cleaning up the streets, I get 12. It's fine. Anton said F Renee Good after she got murdered by ICE agents. And his constituency claps for him and says, yeah, we're not sheep for the left. Well, would you rather be sheep with the left or sheep for the right? How about you just not be a sheep at all? Isn't it way easier to be an independent thinker than to be a sheep on either side? To be cattle, livestock? Livestock gets slaughtered, guys, just for the record, all of it. It's easier to go with the flow. I don't like agitation. Yes, you do. You're being an agitator right now. I'm not one of those people. I don't like devil's advocacy. I don't like it at all. There's a time and place to be a devil's advocate. But if you need to make a decision, being a devil's advocate is not one. If someone coming to you for advice and then you decide that you're going to be a devil's advocate for their advice, listen, I just told you they punched me in the face. I'm trying to ask you if we have bond money. What are you going to be a devil's advocate for? Well, maybe you deserve to get punched in the face, Tez. What? Now I want to hit you too. Let's finish up with this drama and this beef.
For sale. Hit it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's what Corey Holcomb was saying, man. He's pretty much telling Anton.
That's cool.
So for you guys that don't know, Corey came up with this shirt to buy and sell and give the proceeds to the family of Renee Good. After Anton said F Renee Good after she got shot in the face 3 times by ICE agents. And, you know, I'm not going to buy the shirt, but if I was to buy a shirt for any other reason, this would be a good one. She had kids, y'all. For all the bleeding heart mothers that are out there, she had children. I guess nobody really cares about that anymore, but whatever. McKinnon says, all sponsors are to be directed to the McKinnon Mitchell, the official sponsor, Czar of TezDown. Sponsorships can be paid in the form of Godzilla merch, memorabilia, particularly the hoodies. And Roxy said, good luck with that, McKinnon. She ain't wrong. So yeah, you guys, if you guys want to go support the Renee Good family through Corey Holcomb, this is how you do it. Hey, leave my family out of this.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's what Corey Holcomb was saying, man. He's pretty much telling Anton Daniels, like, yo, I'm not worried about whatever you talking about. All that lawyer talk you were saying, like, I'm not obligated to say anymore, you know, pretty much trying to send Corey Holcomb a warning, like he's about to sue him for mocking his daughter online. And yeah, Corey Holcomb is saying, like, I don't give a, you know what, I know the laws too, and I'm gonna play by the rules. And YouTube, you know, hey, YouTube is saying that nothing was wrong with my video. So, you know, he's saying that his video is still monetized. So, hey, Corey Holcomb is going to have fun with the situation. His channel is not at risk of anything like that. So he's going to continue to poke fun at Anton Daniels. And I don't think this is going to stop anytime soon.
It's not going to stop.
So I would like for you guys to get a comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Do you guys feel like, you know, at some point, somebody's going to have to let it go?
It's not going to stop anytime soon. As you can see, there's 4 videos here. There's 4 videos here. 4 of them. 4 of them. You got Kwame Brown, Anton fighting. You got more Kwame. You got Kenyon Martin. Like, this is not going anywhere anytime soon. And it starts to make us ask a deeper question. This isn't just the country and the creator spaces feeding on somebody else's drama. This is a pivot in our society that we're looking at right now. This is a pivot in our society. On one side, you have a man that truly believes that we need to be subjected to other people. That's Anton Daniels. On the other side, you have a man that is literally using his free speech and his First and Second Amendments to do whatever he chooses to do, and that is legal, and he's doing so. There really isn't a comparison here onto if you're going to pick a side, what side you should choose. I'm not going to tell you which side to choose. You tell me what side you choose. Yes, we're all tired of hearing about it. But unfortunately, stuff keeps happening, and all of us are, in a way, political pundits, and we all weigh in on it. I'm not siding with the guy that thinks black people should be subjected to other people. I'm not siding with the guy that thinks that black people need to close their mouths and listen to white folks. I'm not siding I'm not siding with the guy that kisses all right butt. I'm not doing it. I'm definitely not doing it. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to tell y'all to be that guy. I'm not going to lead y'all to think that's the right way to go. Because once again, I've said it before, it is happening again. Every time there starts to get a little bit of traction for black folks, there comes a fake prophet that comes in to profit off of people who are trying to profit. If I'm going to watch his Millionaire Morning show because I'm just going to be a millionaire from watching his show, that's the same as saying I'm going to go watch Money Monday. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Listen, guys, y'all need to be realistic. Y'all need to wake up. Yes, there is money to be made. Yes, you can go out there and you can get it. Yes, you can grind forever. And then when you finally get there and you pluck that last dollar off the millionaire tree, you got billionaires telling you that you're broke still. So that's just the way that it goes. You need to start enjoying your life a little bit more. And I'm being serious about this. Y'all need to start enjoying your lives a little bit more. Finding beauty in things that are small and things that you see every single day. Smell a flower. Listen to your radio on the way home from work. Pick up your kids and notice that they're smiling. These are things that you should be doing. If you're not doing it, this is probably why you don't feel good about yourself and where you're at. If you're living in a house right now, look around the house and say, I am going to enjoy the fact that I live in a house and not a cardboard box. That I am not homeless under a viaduct in 8-degree weathers in the city of Chicago today. Because there are people that are homeless right now living under the viaducts. If you guys know, a viaduct is a bridge that goes over a roadway. It has another roadway on top of it. I don't know. Everywhere doesn't have them. I have not seen them all over the country. I haven't even seen them all over the planet. So that's what a viaduct is. There are people that live underneath this. It's overpass. It's kind of like that. They live right in the middle. Let's just put this in there. They live. That's the person underneath is the space of the viaduct. That's how they're living. They're living there so they can avoid the weather. That's the best that they got. And they got blankets. Some of them put up little tents. Whenever the police don't tell them to take it down. That's how a lot of the homeless are living in the city of Chicago and maybe other places too. You have on clean shoes. You have on clean socks. You took a shower today. You could afford a lineup, even if you did it yourself. You can afford to wear clean clothes, wear different hats. You don't have the same hat. You have multiple pairs of gloves. Some people have more than one car. You don't have your wife, your girlfriend, your best friend, your homie, your kids, 2 or 3 kids staying in the same room. You don't have that. You need to be more grateful for the things that are happening in your life. The endless pursuit of money is only going to leave you unhappy, even if you get it. Even if you get it, you need to take joy in things that don't necessarily cost you everything. You need to take joy in things that aren't your possession. Be grateful that the sun is shining on you today and that you're not underground as a plant, fertilizer in a box, ashes on somebody's mantle. Be grateful that you can think straight. Be grateful that you can see, that you have both eyes, that you have 10 toes and 10 fingers. Even if your knees click a little bit when they walk, you can still walk. See what I'm talking about? What I'm talking about is being thankful and being grateful for what you do have and not being envious of what you don't. Not having to portray an image to look successful, to look appealing to other people. Let me tell you, in my opinion, the most attractive thing is authenticity. As authentic as you can be. If you feel ways about something, be passionate about it. Keep it 100. That's really what keeping it 100 really is. Before we move on, let's do our random video of the day. We got time for that. We got time for it because I said that I want to do it, not because of the internet algorithms or YouTube or anything like that. I want to do my random story time video of the day on anything that we can do. Let's just do it. Let's see what our random story time is going to be today. All right, let's see how this goes.
Story time about that one time I had to sign an NDA after I hooked up with this man in Vegas because of what the hookup entailed. Y'all, the fact that a town like Vegas exists still blows my mind. Every time I go there, I'm like, wow, this is insane. This was only a few months ago. I had gone to Vegas after I broke off my engagement as a little getaway trip, and I went with my best friend, just one other girl. Saturday night, we were at this club. The club is in the Cosmopolitan, if you know which club I'm talking about. My friend and I are walking around. When you get a drink, they're basically $100. So we already spent $200 on a single drink, literally bananas. But then we get approached by a gentleman who is saying that we are being invited to a VIP table. Ladies, if you are wearing a smidge of makeup on, you have a nice dress, you have your hair done, you're going to get invited to VIP. Trust. Points out the table, and we look over. There's like 7 guys at this table, a couple girls. These guys are very well known, very, very well known athletes. My friend and I are looking at each other like, you meant to come to us, right? You meant to approach us because we thought we were looking raggedy as hell after the pool party. We were out all day, but we decided to go take advantage and just enjoy the night, enjoy this opportunity. And so we go. When I tell you these men are tall, I'm talking like 6'7". I'm like breaking my neck. One guy is like locked in on me, very handsome. If I dropped his name, you guys would know immediately who I'm talking about. Hours go by, we're dancing, taking shots. These guys have bottles on top of bottles. So I was like, later he invites me back to his hotel that he's staying at. And I'm a girl's girl. I'm like, I'm only here with my one bestie, and I'm not separating from her. Like, that sounds dangerous and scary to me. He was like, oh no, everyone can come back to my place and like have an after hours party. And I was like, oh, okay, then cool. We're at his place, him and I are in his room, and I had to do it. I broke out my spicy cubes, and he was very into it. We actually like really got along and like vibed with each other. I feel like if we were in a different time, things might have worked out. Maybe I'm being full on delusional because he is just so fine. But what occurred was, oh my God, I can't even make eye contact. Okay, I can't get into that much detail, but what he would have done to me, which he did, I also did to him. It was a great night. And then the next morning he was like, I have to have you sign this. And it was an NDA. I have to sign it, but I was also like, it was not.
Wait. Roll that back a little bit.
I'm like 6'7". I'm like breaking my neck. One guy is like locked in on me. Very
Definitely
handsome.
basketball players.
If I dropped his name, you guys would know immediately who I'm talking about. Hours go by, we're dancing, taking shots. These guys have bottles on top of bottles. So I was like, later he invites me back to his hotel that he's staying at. And I'm a girl's girl. I'm like, I'm only here with my one bestie, and I'm not separating from her. Like, that sounds dangerous and scary to me. He was like, oh no, everyone can come back to my place and like have an after hours party. And I was like, oh, okay, then cool. We're at his place, and they're in his room, and I had to do it. I broke out my spicy cubes, and he was very into it. We actually like really got along and like vibed with each other. I feel like if we were in a different time, things might have worked out. Maybe I'm being full on delusional because he is just so fine. But what occurred was, oh my God, I can't even make eye contact. Okay, I can't get into that much detail, but what he would have done to me, which he did, I also did to him.
Whoa.
It was a great night. And then the next morning he was like, I have to have you sign this. And it was an NDA. I have to sign it, but I was also like, it was not that big of a deal. Like, I signed it. I'm not out here looking for anything. Like, I'm just enjoying my life. And I'm not trying to like kiss and tell your name. I'm going to kiss and tell and give the tea, but I'm not trying to like out you like that. Story time about that one time.
Yeah, it sounds like people just love the tea here. That's just all over the world. If you guys were to meet somebody and you thought that they were attractive or whatever, and y'all did the thing, what would you do if they offered you an NDA right afterwards? How would that make you feel? That's chat Q&A. Chat Q&A. We got chat Q&A before we get up out of here today. Where's my banner at? I'm looking for my banner, y'all. Where's it at? There we go. Q&A time. She said, I'm living vicariously through you. Well, she spilled the tea. She for sure did. She for sure did. The question that we have now for this, and this is our chat Q&A question of the day. What would you do if someone offered you an NDA after hooking up? Somebody let me know. That's chat Q&A. While we're doing chat Q&A, let's do some housekeeping. Housekeeping. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a part of the Raw Society Coalition. The Raw Society Coalition is a bunch of content creators, myself, conversations with Soft Rain, the lovely conversation with Soft Rain, the first lady of the RSC, the Classic Codes, Souls of Thought, and Uncle Plug TV. And we will be doing a show live in Chicago, Illinois on February 13th. This is the lineup for everybody. This is the Raw Coalition. You guys can subscribe to the Raw Coalition channel, the Classic Codes channel. He's going to be live later on the day, I'm sure. Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, and Conversations with Soft Rain. All of them are going to be live today. Rain and Classic both have a show tonight. We have the Kings panel, which is called Throne Thursday, and we also have the Queen Code, who's going to be live on the Classic Codes channel tonight. So if I'll break it down what these two panels are. The Queen's Codes panel is a panel where women are coming on the panel. They're going to talk, and they're going to talk, and they're going to talk without little to no interference from the male host, who is Classic. And he's going to let them get out what they need to get out. Only thing he's going to do is moderate and pose questions. It's must-see TV, y'all. And secondly, we have Throne Thursday. Throne Thursday is going to be on the Conversations with Soft Rain channel. And on the Conversations with Soft Rain channel, it's going to have a bunch of men of all different backgrounds, and they're going to be doing their thing, talking about it with Soft Rain, and she's going to moderate them. So we got a men's space, we got a women's space. Both of them are going to be live tonight. They're going to be perspective. I want to see you guys in the comments, and I want to see you guys talking about it. So I am excited for the Queen Codes and Throne Thursday to be on the same day. I'm very excited to see them one after the other, and hopefully, we can get some opinions on it. I don't know who's going first, but whoever's going first, you're at a disadvantage. The person who's going second, I would definitely guarantee that you offer the women or the men a chance to respond to whatever was said on the other episode. That is what I would do. That's not my show, but that's what I would do. Let's go ahead and get a video on here for y'all. Y'all wanted to see what we're gonna do, right? Y'all want to see what we're gonna do? Well, I got it for you right here.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep of the fam used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.
So again, you guys make sure that you go on there. And now it's time for chat Q&A. Okay, y'all, the question of the day was, what would you do if someone offered you an NDA after hooking up? What do y'all think, chat? What would y'all do? Rain said, I would be cool with it. It is what it is. Passports Go said, she said what she said. Everything he did to her, she did to him. She told it all already. She definitely did. I'll give my answer while we're waiting on everybody else's answer. Me personally, I wouldn't take it personal. I mean, I came, I saw, I conquered, I came again, I saw, and I conquered again. It's exactly what it was. It is what it is. I'm going to do what I need to do when I need to do it. And she wanted to be private, so that's going to stay private. I wouldn't even make a story time about it. I'd keep it to myself. I'd be like, look, I'm going to sign this NDA, but you go ahead, give me this number. Go ahead, let me get that. Then if she wanted to give me the number, I knew I did my job. I mean, let's face the facts here. I know I do my job every time, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I wouldn't take it personally, especially in 2026. In Vegas, really? In Vegas, really? 2026 in Vegas? You come up on some celebrity, and that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. They've probably been ordered to do this, because let's face it, people, and this is actually perfect for today's episode. People are able to use everything that you give them because positivity or controversy. It's going to create a controversy if you find out about my nasty little romp with a celebrity in Vegas. It's going to create controversy. It's going to create clicks. It's going to create views, and people are going to want to obsess over it. That's the truth. Anything else for chat Q&A? Anything else? I know we ran a little bit short today, but there's some things that I need to do. I would love to play some video for you guys from I would love to play some videos from the Queen's Codes. But Rain, can you do me a favor? Can you put the Queen's Codes in the chat? And also, can you put Throne Thursdays, the King's Codes, also in the chat so you guys can see those? I finally fixed it to where the chat replay is active and it's live. So now for the rest of my videos in perpetuity, these comments will be viewable and visible when you go back to the chat. So that is a good thing that I was able to find in these settings. So you guys can check the chat on that. You guys can check the description of this video. I do appreciate you guys being here today and talking about this situation again. We're going to try to move away from it as much as we possibly can. But I definitely want to get an episode in about controversy and why controversy is ruling the world. We talked about Anton Daniels versus Corey Holcomb today. Yes, we did. We talked about the president. We talked about Nicki Minaj and the president. We talked about ICE and what they're doing to our cities. And we talked about the psychology and the brain chemistry behind why drama fuels us and as a people and as a nation. So without further ado, I just want to say I'm Tez. I'm 24. I'm Tez24. This has been the TezDown. This is Sports Unscripted, Culture Unfiltered. Thank you guys for showing up today.
I'm the Tez. I'm the Tez.
Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome.
I'm the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TezDown. Party time.